Hello, everyone. We are live. My name is Jennifer Clark, and I am a Zazzle expansion expert. I mentor and coach people how to make money online with print on demand and using the platform called Zazzle. And we have many different programs that help people make money online with Zazzle. And then also, we have a lot of different free content to help you understand how you can get started on Zazzle as well. So, this is part of our free content today. I am going live on YouTube, Facebook, going through all of our groups and then onto our YouTube channel. If you are on either of those platforms or any of these platforms, write in the chat. I can see all your comments. So I know this is an impromptu thing, but I usually have people pop on with me and have a big group. So say hi and where you're from if you're online with me, and we will get started. I won't keep you for too long, but today's topic is going to be all about collections. So we want to make money online with print on demand, right? We are creating an online business to earn passive online income so that we can be doing other things during life and earning money while we're doing all the fun things. Obviously, we need to build a profitable business model and also keep our business working for us while we're having fun and enjoying other things in life. But if you build your business up properly and use the 5 strategies that we teach to our clients, then you can definitely create a business model that will work for you and that is profitable. And we have our 3 pillars called perceivable, passive, and profitable, which means that it's a perceivable business, which you can see happening. It's a profitable business that helps you make money. You have a business structure that works for you, and it's passive, which means that it's money coming in all the time, no matter what time of day. You're not in a 9-to-5 job. It is a passive income stream, so you can be doing other things at that point in time. So today's discussion is going to be earning money with POD, and we're going to be talking about Zazzle collections. Okay. And as I said, my name is Jennifer Clark. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, I have been on the Zazzle platform for 14 years now, going on 15, which is crazy to think about. And so has Elka, and her and I created our own individual businesses on Zazzle and became extremely successful. And then we decided to create courses and programs to help people make money online with Zazzle through our knowledge, through our trial and error, and also our business platform and strategies that we created while we were figuring out how to make money on this platform over the last 15 years. And we are continually improving our strategies and programs to help mentor our clients. And right now we have a Profit by Design Academy coaching program. We have a 7-figure seller mastermind. We do private coaching as well. And then we also have free content. So the YouTube channel, our Facebook group, Instagram, podcast, blog, all of those things. And so there's a lot of really great information out there for you to consume and to use to help build your Zazzle business. I'm popping on here because I want to talk about collections today, and collections are a very useful tool on the Zazzle platform. A lot of people don't know how to utilize them properly and also maybe don't even know what they are. So if you're first starting out on Zazzle, obviously you're creating your product base, you have your store, and you're creating products to sell, and they can be searched in the Zazzle marketplace, and you create your titles and tags. There's very important to have great titles and tags to get your products noticed in the marketplace. But as well, it's a really great thing, and also very important to put them into collections, because collections will help you sell across the Zazzle platform and either internally promote your products that you have in your store with other products, and also provide an opportunity for a potential customer or client to come in and search through the collection and look at and browse through all of your other products that you offer for sale. So you might actually be able to then upsell to a different product that might be at a higher price point. You might also be able to collectively sell a group of products. So those are matching products, because someone comes onto one of your products and sees another product that they might want to add to their order. And or you might be able to give people the opportunity to browse certain designs that are very similar to a product that they might have come onto, and you're giving them other opportunities to see a different version of that product as well, right? And so collections came onto Zazzle a couple of years ago. I think it might be now coming up on 3 or 4, but they were not actually on the original Zazzle platform. And they decided to obviously implement this because it is an extreme benefit to the customer and also to the designer and a business owner on Zazzle. And so if you're not utilizing your collections, then you definitely need to start doing so, because that's an internal cross promotion for your Zazzle products and your Zazzle store. In our Profit by Design Academy, we obviously go much more in depth in the types of collections that you can create and how you can maximize your sales using collections. But I want to give you a basic idea of what collections are here, so that if you are just starting out on Zazzle and or you're trying to perfect your collections, this will give you an idea on how you can do that going forward, right? And so, as I said, you want to either cross promote your products in your collections and or give people an idea of other designs that might be available within that spectrum or even that niche. And also, another collection that is really cool is where, let's say, for example, there's a holiday or an event coming up, you can create a collection that says top 10 best selling wedding invitations of the season, or top 10 holiday cards of the season. So you can actually create collections and give the customer an opportunity to see an idea of things that they could potentially buy. And I like to think about this like whenever you buy a magazine, like a fashion magazine or even a home decor magazine or anything that has to do with retail and buying things, right? When you're flipping through a magazine, they give you these amazing, beautiful spreads of all of the different opportunities for you to have a high, medium, and low price point object that is the same, let's say, form of a design. So let's say we're buying a lamp, right? And I have a lamp that has a white lampshade on the top, but it's like a certain size and maybe a certain price point. And that's from, let's say, Walmart, right? Lower price point. And then we have another lampshade and a lamp that is very much similar design, but it's a higher price point, but it's from, let's say, Winners and or another sort of a higher end place where it's not only like $15, it's maybe a $30 or $40 price range. And then we have another lamp that is offered in that magazine spread that is the exact same design, more or less, but it's at the higher price point. And let's say it's from, I don't know, what's a higher price point after that? But maybe it's like $150 from a very like high designer person that they are selling, right? And so you're offering your customer three similar designs, but at three different price points. So that's an idea for your collections as well. And or let's say we have a lampshade that we want to sell, and I'm talking about like retail, so it can give anybody an idea. It's not just only on Zazzle products that people do this in the retail space. It's on Zazzle, it's on print on demand, but it's also in the actual physical retail space world. If we have three different lampshades that are the same price point, but one's got a black shade and then one has a white shade, and then the other one has, let's say, a multicolored shade or ombre or something like completely different. So they're all the same design of the structure of the lamp, but we're different. We're offering them different colors now for people to choose, because people obviously have different preferences in home decor, right? And it's the same with weddings. It's the same with occasions. It's the same with t-shirts, clothing, extra, like anything, right? I'm wearing a leopard print right now, but maybe leopard print isn't for everybody and they would rather wear a zebra print. So if I'm selling shirts in my Zazzle store, I might want to give them the opportunity to choose through all of the different types of animal prints rather than just only offering my leopard print t-shirt for sale. Okay. And so this is an opportunity for you to now cross promote and either give people the different price point of opportunities and also like different colorways as well, and then give them the opportunity to buy matching products. So for example, if I'm selling a leopard print t-shirt and I want to buy leopard print shoes or leopard print pants to go with it, I would maybe more enticingly be, let's say, enticed to buy pants, even though I really wasn't thinking about the pants in the first time. I was thinking only to buy a shirt. But if I am now given the opportunity to buy the pants to go with it, I might actually end up spending more money because those pants were available to me and I see them physically or visually on my collection. And I say, hey, wow, those things go really great together. Even though I wasn't really planning on buying the pants, I only was planning on buying the t-shirt. Now I can actually be convinced to spend that extra amount of money because I am now shown that there's an opportunity for that. If you don't have those products in your store or you don't present them properly in your collections, you're not giving the client an opportunity to even see the possibilities of what they can purchase, right? And so collections are a really great way to market your products and give clients an opportunity to see what else they can buy and or the different options, okay? And there's one point that I wanted to say too, in terms of let's say, giving people an opportunity to purchase certain things, you want to obviously make sure that you have the order of your collections in a good way as well. We talk more about this in the Profit by Design Academy, but you want to make sure your collections are also organized so that if a potential client comes to your collection, they see everything in a really nice visual format, because a lot of people, when they buy online, we are visual buyers, right? We're not impulse buyers, more or less, but we're visual buyers. So we're going to look at something, and because we're visually attracted to it, we that stimulation happens, right? Because we're not in a physical store. We're not able to feel the clothing. We're not able to feel the paper or the stationery. We're actually more attracted now by the visual aspect of things. So you want to make sure that your collection looks good for a potential client to now see all of the opportunities available to them. So it is appealing to them to possibly spend more money or, add things to their order. Think about it too when you're in the grocery store, how everything is sort of like lined up in certain areas and obviously put together with certain things. So when you go to the vegetable station, let's say, and you have those prepackaged salads, right next to the prepackaged salads, you have all of the salad dressings. And even though you might have salad dressing at home, now that you have a prepackaged salad here and the salad dressing is visually in your space, you might actually decide to choose another thing of salad dressing and or add that to your order, because they're put together and the customer can see it really easily and grab it really easily, and they don't have to go searching through the store finding things, right? You're giving them the easy opportunity to add things to their order. And also, like the small price point objects, whenever you go to the checkout, they always have the gum, they have chocolate bars, they have the magazines, they have all of those little weird trinkets that, people might not want to buy when they go into the grocery store, but when they're at the end in the cash out and they're waiting for the checkout, right? People might be in line or whatnot. They have those stands to intrigue you and give you the opportunity to buy your last minute purchase that are actually the lower price point objects, right? A chocolate bar is like $1 and whatnot, or a piece of gum or a packet of gum, let's say. So they're giving you the opportunity to, convince yourself to spend those extra couple of dollars, because it's not that much money to add on to your order. And people actually get, it's, let's say, customer buying habits where people will rather spend, the dollar on a chocolate bar rather than go into the store and search for something that's worth $1, right? It's because it's readily available to them where they are in the supermarket. And as I said, I'm relating obviously this to real life physical experiences so that you get a better understanding, because when we're on the online platform, we don't always think of it that way because we don't see our customers and we don't see our items in our store physically. So if you can think about that and create your store to manage it properly with your collections and also your homepage to have it structured really well for your customer to come in and easily buy things, you're more likely to have more attraction and or possible sales. I can never make any income claim statements, and I will never tell you how much money you're going to make, but organizing your store and organizing your collections effectively will definitely enhance your possibilities to make those potential sales. Okay. So anybody who's online, because I do have actually quite a few people online here, if you have any questions about collections, please let me know. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay and write a comment. I'm coming online throughout this week because I want to give you obviously some free tips about certain things that are on Zazzle and give you some advice to help you build your Zazzle store. But these little snippets of information where I go on to our free Facebook group and our YouTube channel are obviously very much at the basic level. We teach this much more in depth in our Profit by Design Academy and our coaching program. And also, if you are part of our PDA, we go even higher level in depth and dive deep in our mastermind. And collections are an extremely useful tool. I have helped many of my clients utilize collections and skyrocket their sales because it was just a sense of promotion and putting certain products together in a collection to, X times their income, because they didn't understand that you can actually use it to market yourself even more so than just posting products on the Zazzle marketplace. So, one thing that I want to say too is that obviously enrollment for the Profit by Design Academy is always open, but we have a bonus that's happening right now where if you enroll before Thursday this week, you are able to join in a very, very intimate private session, which is an hour of hot seat mentoring with myself and the people who joined within that sales period, the promo period. And right now we've have a couple people who signed up. So I'm really, really excited to have that bonus session happen with you. And we are going to be diving deep into anything that you want to know about your Zazzle store. If you've been on Zazzle for a couple years, then you can ask me higher level questions, obviously based on your store. And or if you're just starting out, you don't have to worry about the fact that you don't have any questions. I will help you from the start or scratch of your Zazzle store and give you my best advice on how to implement the first strategy that we teach in our Profit by Design Academy so that you can start getting ready for, building up your Zazzle store in the best and most intentional way possible. We are coming up into Q2 now, which is almost like that's wild to think about that we're almost in April right now. And if you have not taken action in your Zazzle store at this point in time, you really want to start thinking about that because depending on when you post products for sale in your Zazzle store, there is also let's say, a lag in terms of when products are found in the marketplace, and then also making sure that you have certain products in the marketplace during certain times of the year. It's exactly like retail as well, physical retail in the shopping malls, let's say, when, all of a sudden it's still winter time, but we're selling bikinis and we're selling summer clothes because summer is coming up and people need to have the opportunity to have that certain amount of time to buy their wardrobe before it starts to get warm. You're not only going to be selling bikinis or shorts or tank tops or whatever in July, you have to be selling them prior to that because people obviously want to build up their wardrobe, right? It's that cycle of retail, and you have to understand that that also applies to print on demand as well, because there needs to be that lag of that time where products can be found in the marketplace. A lot of people don't just impulse buy. A lot of people look at products for a while, they come back, and then they might decide and or they might repurchase, right? So there's time for people to actually know what they want to buy and also have time to make that purchase, right? Because sure, we all impulse buy. We all go on to whatever our favorite websites are for shopping online and or in store person. But normally, if I want to buy something, I know in my mind this morning, I need a new t-shirt. I'm not just going to randomly find something online and then all of a sudden, be convinced to buy a t-shirt randomly that it costs $150. Obviously, I need to plan for that and it needs to be in my budget, right? And so you have to think about customer buying habits as well in terms of the time that they need to have to purchase, to think about that purchase, and then also the shipping and handling, right? And so, for example, let's say Christmas cards on Zazzle, they need to be purchased months before the holiday season starts because they need to be shipped, they need to be handled, they need to be received by the customer. Then the customer needs to personally sign them or do whatever, and then also send them out again to their family members or friends. And so for a Christmas card to arrive, let's say at the beginning of December to a family member, it needs to actually be purchased, let's say almost in October, end of October, November, right? Because there's that huge time lag in between where they're sending that out. You're receiving the product as the client or customer, and then you're sending it out to your family and friends. And not a lot of people think about that, right? And so that's why collections are really great for you to organize things and to make sure that you have those sets of products in your store. And when you also organize your collections properly, then it helps you have, as a business owner and as a designer, a physical and also visual, let's say, spectrum of what you have in your store. Because a lot of us Zazzle designers, we have a lot of fun doing products online and posting products, and we go here and there. A lot of us get we get distracted. We don't always have that plan of we need to make these amount of products in this amount of day. And or if I make a certain suite, let's say a wedding suite. So not all of us actually create the entire set of products that are meant to be in there because they kind of get lost in our back end, and or we get distracted or we move on to another design. But organizing your designs into collections will also help you realize that you're actually maybe missing products that you maybe need in that collection to help you maximize your sales. And I'll let you go in a couple seconds, but I'll leave you with one story that happened to me is that I have a lot of wedding invitations. That's what I do on Zazzle. And I had one wedding invitation that was making me a lot of money, a lot of money. And I thought that that was fine because that one invitation was making me a lot of money. But what I didn't realize is that if I actually had made, let's say, a sticker and or an address label and or the RSVP and all of the other items that go within that suite with the same design, I could have maximized my sales by, let's say, 10 times. Because if that wedding invitation was selling, I could have potentially also sold the RSVPs, the stickers, the envelopes, all of those things. But I was so lost up and caught up in the fact that that wedding invitation was selling, and I didn't I thought it was really good. I was making money, right? But I didn't see the possibilities of what could have come from selling that wedding invitation. All right. And so this is what we teach in the Profit by Design Academy. We teach this much more in depth in the mastermind. And this is sort of the very general, basic, vague explanation of things. But I want you to really understand that there are very important things that you can do in your Zazzle store to maximize your sales. Okay. And so I'm going to now put up on the banner here. So if you want to enroll in the Profit by Design Academy, please go to elkaclark.com/start and scale. The link is in the description of these videos, and you can also go to our homepage, our website, and get some more information. We have a one-time payment and we have a 12-month payment plan. And we have a wonderful community who's in there right now. Everybody is just having the best time. And part of the Profit by Design Academy coaching program is that you get access to our internal community. It's kind of like a Facebook platform, but it's ours on our course website. And then you also get access to weekly calls, which we do, which are strategy calls that include design and then also business planning. And then obviously you get all the recorded material for our 5 strategies. We recently updated all of the modules. And so there's 5 modules now because of the 5 strategies, which is establish, create. Then we've got announce, align, and analyze. So establish, create, announce, align, and analyze. Sorry, they're all there. It's just jumbled up in my mind. So the first one is how to establish your store, how to build it properly. The second one is creating your product suite and how you actually build your store up and create those products properly. The third one is announce, which means your social media and your promotion internally on Zazzle and also externally on social media and all those other platforms. Then we've got align, which means aligning with your goals and your mindset, and if it's aligning with your own business vision. So we're doing all of our obviously goal setting, so income, then we've got our productivity goals, we've got our mindset goals too, how we feel good as a business owner. And then the last strategy is analyze, which means that you go back throughout your Zazzle business after you've gone through those 4 strategies in the beginning, and then now you can actually take the data and look at your views, you can look at your sales, you can look at how good you were doing in terms of your production. You can see where you were selling and when you were selling, what types of niches and also types of products. And so we really dive deep into the analysis. And the analysis, although I'm always saying that the analysis is the most important one because then that you actually get all the data and understand what's going on in your store. But all of those 5 strategies need to go together cohesively. And that's what makes a profitable Zazzle business. Okay. You can't just do one or the other. You have to do all 5. So the Profit by Design Academy has now been revamped. We did that at the beginning of March, and now it's broken down into 5 modules for those 5 strategies, and you get all of the updated information. The platform on Zazzle has changed significantly in the last couple of months even, so you get all of that updated information about the new platform, the new tools, and how you can utilize that to build up your Zazzle business. And then you also, as I said, get access to those weekly coaching calls, which are live on Zoom. And you get to be with myself and everybody else in the community. And it's just a wonderful time where we brainstorm and you can ask specific questions about your Zazzle store and your designs. And I give you personalized information and critiques on what you provide me in terms of your questions. So it is a very robust program. It's basically like an MBA for Zazzle, a business business plan for Zazzle, obviously. It's like taking a university program. And if you're really serious about building up your Zazzle business, then this is the opportunity for you to jump into our program, the coaching program, because there's nothing else like that out there on the World Wide Web. We are the only coaching program that offers this in-depth teachings for making money on Zazzle and building your Zazzle business. And so if you are on the fence, this is your time to jump in. And then, as I said, you get that bonus for joining me, and we get an hour together in a very, very tiny, intimate setting on Zoom where you get to ask me any questions about your Zazzle business and what you want to do going forward. So take advantage of that opportunity. Come into the Profit by Design Academy. And if this Profit by Design Academy coaching program doesn't work for you, email us at info@elkaclark.com, because we do have a version of the Profit by Design Academy, which is called our Classic Edition, which is not part of the coaching program. It's just the recorded material. And so if that sounds like more of your jam, let's say, then you can email us and we will talk to you about more information about that. But the coaching program is definitely what you should be enrolling in if you're really serious about building your Zazzle business. Okay, so elkaclark.com/start and scale. If you're watching this replay, tell me how you utilize your collections, and if you're utilizing your collections, because they are an important part of your Zazzle business. And I hope that this information has helped you. And obviously, as I said, we go much more in depth in our programs to tell you how to utilize collections in a more effective way. But this will just get your brain cells, jiving, get those juices flowing, so that you can now go onto your Zazzle store and play around with that, because sometimes we just need that little motivation to give us some ideas on how to get going further. All right. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And welcome everybody who's joined the Profit by Design Academy in the last couple of days. We have some wonderful new members, and our next coaching session for the PDA coaching program is on Wednesday. So if you join before Wednesday, you will be part of that Wednesday session, and it is an hour-long session on Zoom where you'll be with me and our community. So don't wait before then, because obviously you want to take advantage of that, and being on live is much more helpful than watching the replays for sure. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you probably tomorrow for another impromptu little hot seat mentoring session. Bye.